here from Anything Goes Lifestyle, and today we're going to take a closer look at some of the ideas we have shared with you as part of our Gentleman's Gift Guide. I have our AGL man here, otherwise known as Chris, to help us with the review of some of the items we've looked at. Although we've handpicked the items, we wanted the gentleman's opinion.
Unfortunately, it looks like there wasn't any gentleman available, so you'll have to put up with me at short notice, I'm afraid.
We had to find someone. So to get us started, I thought we'd take a look at skincare. Now, skincare has formed quite a lot of the ideas we have shared with you, but just as for women, men could benefit with some skincare. So we have the Beauty Lab skincare workout for men to share with you today. Now, Chris has been able to try this product for us. This set is to help firm, brighten and strengthen the skin specifically for men. Let's take a look at the cleanser first. So what did you think of the cleanser?
Yeah, so from my point of view, the cleanser is excellent actually. So I'm going to talk about the problems that I've had with using cleansers in the past and then explain why this one's different. The thing that I always find with cleansers as a man is that you get sort of two types. You either get the first type, which is very exfoliating. And I'm not the most subtle person. I can be quite vigorous when I'm rubbing my face. So actually using a exfoliating facial wash or face scrub, it can feel like I'm almost ripping my skin off sometimes. And it's great, you feel fresh afterwards, but you've just sort of pulled all your skin off your face, which is not a good or healthy thing to do, I imagine. The other type that I find is you get lots of these kind of smooth face washes, but what they tend to do is just suck all the moisture out your skin and leave it very dry. And again, it feels like it's tight for a while, but ultimately it leaves you feeling very tired and lethargic because you've just pulled all the moisture out your skin, and you either have to cake on moisturizer afterwards or you just suffer for a while. The thing I like about this one is it doesn't do either of those two things. It actually sits in a nice middle ground where it does leave you feeling your skin feeling very clean, but it doesn't suck all of the moisture and stuff like that. It leaves your skin feeling quite fresh, quite ready to go, which from my point of view is a good thing. It's a really good cleanser, and I'm going to keep using this one, having trialed it for a while. It's highly recommended from me.
Also included in the set is a serum and a moisturizer. So the serum you would typically use following the cleanser, and this generally tends to work in the deeper levels of the skin. So what did you think of the serum?
Yeah, it's a great product. I mean, the key thing with this set is they all complement each other, and it comes at, again, this isn't the sort of thing where they've just thrown some products together and gone, that'll do, let's just put that out as a gift set and hopefully people will buy it. They've clearly thought about the fact that these products will complement each other. So having used the face wash, the thing that you want, and probably more so from the moisturizer than from the serum, but you want to lock in that cleanness and that freshness, and I find that they both do that. The serum sort of starts that process. So having come out of the shower, the one thing that I often want to do is cool my face down. And that's what I find the serum does, is it really just cools my face down, relaxes it, and gets it ready for the next stage. So from my point of view, the serum, it's almost the unsung hero, if that makes sense, because you kind of aren't going to sit there and go, oh, buy the serum, it's the best of the three products. But what you're going to do is say the serum complements the set perfectly. And actually, if it wasn't there, I would probably realise it quite quickly.
And I think that's quite typical actually with a men's skincare set, is that generally you wouldn't even think about a serum for a man. But actually, it just works to deeper levels of the skin. So it helps to sort of build from within and build up that protective barrier. And then obviously you would follow that up with the skin cream, which effectively will just boost hydration and lock it all in.
And that's exactly it. So for me, I've always used, I always find that if I use any kind of face wash, exfoliant, something like that, and forget to moisturize afterwards, I find it's a day or two and I'm just absolutely covered in blemishes and spots and that kind of thing, because I haven't done that kind of, okay, great, my face is nice and clean, but all I've really done is given an opportunity for more dirt to get in there because I haven't used a decent moisturizer afterwards, a decent face cream afterwards. And this is a very, very good face cream. It does lock it all in well. We're filming this quite late in the day. I still feel fairly good, fairly refreshed, ready to go. So for me, it's a great product, and as I can only sort of keep reiterating how good a set it is, because they really do complement each other. I would recommend you don't just buy one of these products, you probably need all three.
And that's the beauty, is it formulates part of a really lovely gift set, and it really has the foundation of skincare for men. It's targeted specifically for them, will help to sort of cleanse and hydrate their skin, and it is really lovely. I think that any man would really quite appreciate that.
Not massive, and the other thing as well, not massively expensive either, which is I think another thing is with a lot of these beauty gift sets, they try and sort of cash in on the male market a little bit and go, charge them a little bit more because it's quite a niche thing in the men's world. Actually, for me, I don't think this one is that expensive, and I think you know, again, as I said, I want to keep using it for that very reason, because I think it's good value for money, and I think it's a good thing that we should be doing more of this stuff.
Now, following that product, I thought we'd take a look at Lumens Clarifying Body Wash. Now, although a body wash, it doesn't work in the typical shower gel fashion. And so we just want to kind of like talk through that a little bit more. Firstly, we'll come to Chris and sort of talk about his experience of using it and see what you thought.
Yeah, this is an interesting one because the first time I came to use it, as somebody who wears either contact lenses or glasses, I used it in the shower, and I must admit I used it wrong because I couldn't quite read the small writing that's on there. So for me, this video, if you take anything away from it, if you're buying this product, make sure you know what you're doing with it before you start, because that's a very important thing. It's not a traditional body wash. You know, they haven't just got a bit of soap and put a smell on it and just shoved it on the shelves. There's definitely a science behind it, and you can tell from the bottle alone it doesn't look like the sort of product that is just a standard body wash. It's very well formulated, and it feels like more of a scientific product. And that's why when you come to use it, the thing you have to know is you don't have to use tons of it, but what you do have to do is spend a good minute or so making sure that you rub it between your hands to get a really good lather before you rub it on your you know, before you rub it on yourself, because the key thing is that it's cleaning you. It's not just masking your scent, if you know what I mean. It's not just covering up bad odors and stuff like that. It really is giving you a proper cleaner. You probably know more about the science.
Yeah, absolutely. So the clarifying body wash is likened to a skincare for your body. So you don't use it in a typical fashion of a shower gel because it doesn't work in the same way. It very much is like a cleanser for your body. It helps to remove impurities and dirt from a deeper level of the skin, so hence why you don't need as much. So it might not be something you use every day, but it's certainly something to incorporate into your routine, because it really will help kind of get in between the hair, you know, for if you've got sort of hairy arms or such, it just helps get in between the follicle areas and just really helps to kind of keep skin clear and clean. For example, it includes like tea tree oil, which is a known antibacterial product. It helps to kind of keep skin clear from spots. So it's just a fab product for any man just to kind of like incorporate into their routine, just to kind of keep their skin fresh.
Absolutely.
Also, as part of the Lumen collection, we took a look at the Dark Circle Defense eye cream. This is an award-winning cream. It's very highly rated. Not just in the awards, but you as well.
Yeah, I've been crazy about this product. I think it's probably the best product I've tried since we were sent some of this stuff. From my point of view, the thing that it really does is it really makes you feel awake and alive and refreshed. So I mentioned at the start, I'm not the sort of person that has typically used lots of these things historically, but what I found was something that I do quite frequently, particularly if I'm having a long day or a rough day, is I'd be splashing water on my face a lot. And having used this, I'm starting to put the clues together as to why I was doing that and why that's important to me. I find that as the day goes on, I kind of get a bit tired, a bit worn out, and everything starts to feel very heavy, particularly around these areas of my eyes. I mentioned it's quite late in the day, and I use this product today, and I don't feel quite as tired as I normally would. You know, this time of day I'd normally be thinking about going to bed, and it's not that late at all. But you know, for me, using this product really does help make me feel more alive, more alert, more awake. And again, that's something that, you know, it's a feeling that money's definitely worth paying for, because, you know, actually I don't like feeling tired, I don't like feeling exhausted, and if this small little tub can really help you know, firm up the skin, I guess that's what it's doing. I'm not really a scientist, but whatever. If it can help do that, I'll definitely take it, you know, because it really is something that's done a really good job in a very short amount of time for me. It's not like I've been using this for weeks for it to have this long build-up effect. It's had a pretty instant impact on keeping me feeling alive, alert and refreshed.
I literally, after the first use, it just came out and was just raving about it, like all the incredible, oh my god, this is amazing, like it's just all of a sudden I've opened my eyes.
It's like, yeah.
Highly,
it's like I've uncovered a secret or something.
Yeah.
Like, we should all be doing this.
You come across something that no one knew about.
Yeah.
A few people do know about it.
Yeah.
So next up, I thought we'd just talk through some book ideas. So we've actually shared this on the website as part of the Gentleman Gift Guide, and that is Richard Osman's book. Now, this is his debut novel, The Thursday Murder Club, which you've just sort of started getting into, haven't you?
Yeah, in his words, it's his debut novel. It's also his best novel, unsurprisingly. But I love Richard Osman. You know, I think he's another definition of a gentleman.
He's the kind of brains behind a lot of those popular knowledge-based TV shows like Pointless, for example.
Pointless, House of Games. I think he's involved in things like 8 out of 10 Cats as well, so some comedy elements as well. And that's sort of weaved into this book as well. But the thing I like best about it is earlier this year I had the pleasure of seeing the film Knives Out with Daniel Craig, and Daniel Craig was in it. I didn't see it with Daniel Craig. But the thing that I really liked about that film was it felt like they were bringing back the kind of traditional whodunit, you know, the sort of Poirot, Midsummer Murders, those kind of old school, real detective-y type shows. And that's sort of the basis for this novel. It's based around 4 people, I think it's 4, that live in a small village, and every week on a Thursday they get together to solve unsolved crimes, or at least investigate unsolved crimes. And then all of a sudden they find that there's been a murder right on their doorstep, right in their home village. And you know, it's a real callback to those traditional whodunit stories that I think we probably should be.
Yeah, it's probably something that's kind of like lost on our generation, but I think it's making a bit of a comeback. It's not the only kind of book that we've seen that's kind of coming up this theme, and movies as well. It seems to be quite a popular trend. Yeah,
everyone likes a murder mystery, and you know, I've not read much of this, but I'm really getting into it fast. The other thing that I like about this, and I genuinely hope he would take it as a compliment, is I like reading books by these kind of non-traditional authors, by these kind of personalities that have gone into writing books, because I find that they write in a way that makes it really easy to consume. So from my point of view, some things that I struggle with when I'm reading proper novels by, you know, long-standing authors is they use language that's kind of hard to understand, or I have to go look up, or they write in a way that if I put the book down, I find I'm reading a page 2 or 3 times, or having to reread a chapter to catch up on where I am. I don't find that with people like Richard Osman. I find it's really easy to just put it down, leave it a few hours, pick it up and know exactly where I am, exactly what I'm doing, and I can sort of read it first time and understand it. So, you know, for me, that's a huge, it's a compliment. I mean it to be a compliment, and it's one of the reasons I would recommend that.
Another book we'd kind of recommend, we have recommended it as part of our gift guide on site, is Barack Obama's new book, which is released this week, A Promised Land. I believe it forms as a 2-part memoir, and he is the perfect gentleman, Barack Obama.
Yeah, absolutely. Regardless of your politics, you can't argue he is a man that carries himself with a certain gravitas.
Absolutely, yeah. And if his wife's book's anything to go by, Michelle Obama did Becoming a couple of years back now. It was captivating. I don't normally read biographies. They just don't seem to hold my attention. Whereas that I just found so engaging, really, really interesting and insightful. And I don't expect Barack Obama's book to be any less. So we would highly recommend that one. Sadly, we don't have a copy of it for you to sort of show you today, just because it is so new. But I really, really,
looking forward to it.
Really do recommend that one. So another gift idea that we'd like to share with you now, again, is another one that we have shared on site. It is the Buy a Gift Happy Christmas box. This is a fabulous gift for a gentleman. I often find, like, when it comes to the gentlemen in my life, often my father, my partner, you know, it's just what to kind of get them. It gets to a point, you know, they can pretty much get whatever they want for themselves. So they're kind of like left for idea of what to do. This experience box has over 2,000 experiences that they can choose from. Whether they are interested in driving, they could do perhaps like a Ferrari driving experience or supercar driving experience. Whether they want to go for something a little bit more decadent, like a 3-course meal. Perhaps they'd like a day at the spa, a massage or something like that. Maybe go to the vineyard, or maybe they would be interested in trying another experience like whitewater rafting. There's plenty of choices available with this experience, and yeah, I'd sort of highly recommend that.
Yeah, absolutely, I would too. I mean, I was lucky enough this time last year to be given a driving experience similar to the one you're describing there, and I think for me the thing that you know, building on what you were saying about us being potentially hard to buy for, is stuff is one thing. It's all well and good getting stuff, but you can't take all your stuff with you everywhere you go. But one thing you can take with you everywhere you go is memories and experiences. So from my point of view, what you're doing by buying people these kind of gifts is you're buying them the opportunity to have an experience, have a memory, have a story to tell that they never had before, and that's something that won't just live with them for a while whilst it still works or before it breaks. It's something that will last forever, and so for me they're a really good ideal gift to give somebody, because they're the sorts of things that, you know, you take them with you everywhere and they don't last.
And the other thing as well is it gives them an opportunity to try something they might never have tried before.
Absolutely.
Or, you know, maybe there's something on there that they've always wanted to do and just haven't got round to yet. It just kind of gives them that motivation to actually go out and do it. And I think, if anything, we need in 2021 is certainly more experiences.
Tell me about it.
There's just one more gift that I would like to share with you today. Wittards have put together a number of fantastic gift ideas and packages on their website. And the one that I have here to show you today is the Christmas Taster Box. Now, the Christmas Taster Box includes 3 of their different hot chocolates. It includes the luxury hot chocolate, white hot chocolate and salted caramel. It also includes Christmas pudding biscuits, Christmas tea and Christmas coffee, and the Christmas coffee is got flavour hints of hazelnut through it, and the beauty with it is that regardless of what coffee machine or method you use at home, it can be used in anything. And it's just a really lovely gift idea. So if you know they love tea or coffee, then it's just something that they will, you know, maybe try something a bit new, or maybe it's part of their favourite brands, but it's just lovely, well presented packaged gift set.
Yeah, absolutely. I think for me, one of the things that I take away from this is being a modern man. One of the things I like more than anything is being able to share stuff and share my experiences. And you know, this package is wonderful, and you know, there's nothing in there that I wouldn't look forward to enjoying. But most importantly, it's big enough that I've got enough to share with people that I like and love and stuff like that. So for me, this is a real decadent hamper to be given.
Very festive too.
Absolutely.
Now, from the Wittards collection, I would highly recommend for a gentleman the Coffee Lovers gift set. Now, the Coffee Lovers gift set comes with one of the iconic coffees that they do. It also comes with a 3-cup cafetiere, and it comes with some chocolate covered coffee beans. Now, I do have that gift set, but unfortunately I'm unable to share it with you today. I can only show you the boxed version of the cafetiere, as we have one of the gift sets to give away to one lucky Anything Goes lifestyle reader. We also have a number of the other ideas that we have shared with you today that formed part of our big Christmas giveaway. So as part of the gentleman's one, we have one of the Beauty Lab skin workout sets. We have a couple of the Lumen products to give away as well as the Wittards set that I've already mentioned, and we even have the buy a gift experience to give away. So if you are interested in getting in for your chance to win one of
How do I enter?
Yeah, you head to the website anythinggoeslifestyle.co.uk, where you'll find all of our other big Christmas giveaways as well. You will also find our extensive Christmas gift guide, which is arranged by personality, so there's plenty of ideas to help you. Really hope you've enjoyed this little insight, and thanks to Chris for trying out these different products and for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
We'd really appreciate it if you could like, comment, share and subscribe to this video. We'll be bringing you lots more content over the next couple of days. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you soon. You can also become a Patreon of Anything Goes Lifestyle. Your support helps fund the work that we do, from the giveaways we do and the content that we run on the site. And for that, we give you exclusive content every week and automatic and bonus entries into all of our competitions. Thank you to everyone who signed up to date. We really do appreciate your support.